Hi, I'm visiting a garden in Muskego, and I have something fascinating to share with you. You see all this turf right here? Well, we're here with Casey.
Yeah.
I've known him before. I've seen him, not frequently, but Casey has turned this turf, without killing it, planted in living turf, and look what he's created. Look how beautiful this is, up to the pond, and it just keeps going. This was planted in living turf. So Casey, you got to share with us your whole process a little bit. So how'd you do this?
It started with a no maintenance gardening book. I read it and I thought I could do this. And you have to start, like, people think you're crazy if you could go to a garden store and ask for 4,000 of a specific plant. They don't have that amount. So I got what I could. I started with 70 summer beauties. I planted them all throughout here. Along with
what was your
plants.
spacing when you put them in the
Spacing was tightly planned, maybe about 12 to 18 inches apart.
Okay, right in the turf.
Yeah.
Okay.
And started with 70 of those, and maybe by next year I split them to 700.
Oh, okay. So you dug them out and divided them.
Digging them out, dividing them.
Very good.
And with the plants, you have to find a perfect spot for a plant.
Take
and if
a look
a plant
at
does good,
And these were all in the turf. Now you got salvias. When did you put the salvias in?
the salvias were put in. It was inspired by the Lurie Garden and the Salvia River that they have there.
Okay.
And so it was always the design to put the salvia behind there, along with the row of the Nepeta Walker's Low behind it, and just kind of let nature take over.
What year did you start?
So I started in the fall of 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this has actually been 6 seasons. You've got this.
Yeah.
This is its 7th season.
Yeah.
And how did you maintain the grass that kept coming up in between the plantings?
Well, the interesting thing was when I put this in fall, turf grass doesn't grow that much, but I found out in spring that it grows excessively and it will get relatively high. So what I did was I just went around and just cut the grass as it grew up. And
so you planted in the fall.
Yeah, right in fall.
Plants dormant. In the spring you kept trimming the grass.
And I only really had to do that in the lower areas. Like some of the larger plantings, the plants just kind of outcompeted the grass.
Right, shaded it out, weakened
shaded it out,
and I have to say, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And you're very successful at it. And you're the only person, there's probably more of you out there are going to let me know this, but Casey's the only person I know that has planted directly in living turf. And let me show you the success here. Look at this garden. It's raining out, which is, I don't care. And he's got liatris scattered through the Look at the vertical liatris coming up. There's salvia. There's that summer beauty. The summer beauty has excellent foliage and some other things out.
Yeah, a little rattlesnake master was self-seeded.
Oh, right. Self-seeding Eryngium and echinaceas back all the way to the pond. It looks beautiful. And I invited Casey to do a workshop at Northwind. We're gonna look at maybe 200 square feet of turf, and Casey will come out in maybe September. We'll invite you out, and you can go through the whole process with people that want to come in and do the workshop.
Yeah, and I'd like to share this other area.
Yeah, let's take a look while we're here. See, it just keeps going.
Yeah, the Hummel is just starting to bloom, which is fantastic. I absolutely love that plant.
And this was turf.
This was all turf.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now let's keep going. We got time.
I call this my soccer gardens. When the kids were younger, we'd play soccer in this area.
Holy cow. And this was turf too.
Yeah.
Okay, we're walking into another turf here. All this was turf. Living turf. And the plants were, look at this. Plants were put in living turf. Same spacing, went about 12 inches, 15 inches?
Well, yeah, depending on the plant.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's take a look. Look at this. This is beautiful. Living turf. Isn't that nice? And again, some of you probably put cardboard down. You've done a number of things. This is right in the living turf and trimming the turf, keeping it low, and the competition of the plants then outcompeted the turf, smothered out, reduced sunlight.
Right, exactly. So.
Okay, let's
grass does have a very big growth spurt in spring, and once like the Dutch hoeing, if you get a weed when it's small, if you cut the grass down before it reaches that seed head, something like that, it doesn't persist quite as much. Like it goes through that dormant phase, dormant time in summer, where grass doesn't grow.
And then you're shading it out too,
right,
reducing
exactly.
sunlight.
Yeah.
Wow, look at this. Do you see this, everybody? This is like a gorgeous garden. Look at Achillea standing upright. Look at the Monarda drifting through her. The penstemons in the back, Coreopsis. Is that Coreopsis tripteris?
It is.
Yeah. Look at that. It just.
Quite an abundance of penstemon pocahontas.
Pocahontas. That's from intrinsic from Brent. That's here.
Yeah.
What geranium is that? Is that?
That's Roseanne geranium.
Roseanne. Look how
most of the ones I have are
nice that looks.
Yeah, and Max Fry.
Max Fry.
Yeah.
Achillea.
Yeah.
Panicum Northwind. I should recognize that. Yep. Panicum Northwind. Nice. Look at the nice pathway down. Let's move through here a little bit more. It's raining a little bit, but that's super. Same thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Turf here.
There's all different paths through here. There's a lot of Persicaya and Plexicalis firetail, which will come up later in the year. The thing that really ties the garden together is the summer beauties. I've got thousands of them, and when you get here in summer, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, and again, they do a nice job of outcompeting turf.
They really do.
Good.
Yeah.
Salvies look good. And look at the pond. Isn't that cool? Everybody, look at that nice pond with water lilies in there. How are your neighbors? What did they come over here and wonder what in the world you've done?
They do. As a matter of fact, one of my neighbors, I've started, because I've run out of room in my property, I started landscaping his property.
Wow.
So my land actually ends right over here, and I can see beyond it.
Does he contribute then to the trimming the grass and doing the?
Not really, no.
No, okay. Well, he's getting beauty out of it at least.
He is,
yeah. And you keep getting the exercise and the joy of doing.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good.
And I've got a space for a plant. I'll find somewhere for it.
And it'll fit in. Everything will fit in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to the workshop at Northwind. We can reach a lot of people. If we reach 10 people reach 20, 20 reach 1,000.
Yeah.
So I think, Casey, you've provided a terrific beginning for the possibilities of planting directly. See, I never thought of it. I thought, that's too much competition. But wow, look at this. 7 years. This is actually the beginning of the 7th year.
Yeah.
What salvia is that?
That's Salvia Purple Rain.
Oh, wow, it does well.
Yeah.
We've always had it get powdery mildew, but it's maybe because of the irrigation, too much irrigation.
Yeah, I haven't had any powdery mildew problem with that. But,
it's not used that much. In fact, it's not even available anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I don't find many places have purple rain. Wow.
Just after like the different whorls, how they show up at different. It's very different from most salvias.
Yeah, I have one called Transylvanica from seed I got. That's a little taller, but the leaves are narrower, but it's a tall.
Yeah.
Oh, we got artwork in here.
You want to see the moss garden?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's take a walk yet, folks. We got more to see.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. When did you do the moss garden?
Yeah, I started 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you just collect different mosses and try them out, or how did you know?
Exactly. Well, there's a moss expert in the area called Dale Sievert, and I took to calling him my mentor and saying, I need to spend some time with you. I need to know about mosses. There's over 3,000 mosses. They grow on every continent, and there's some that grow actually in sunny conditions. If you look at the Stratoton purpureus, there are some mosses that like sunny. If you think of the ones that are in an abandoned parking lot and you see moss growing there in the middle, and you're like, how could that be? Well,
and what is he an expert, and it has other things to do, or is he an expert working somewhere as an expert on moss?
He, over just in 2005, he went and visited a moss garden in central Wisconsin, and he's been a gardener all his life, and he's like, I don't know, I think I felt like I've wasted my whole life. And he was just like, he became enamored with moss, and if you ever visit his property in Waukesha.
That's very cool.
He's
got a passion.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to see that someday too. Well, let's take a look at yours. That would be.
Yeah.
This is too good. Now look at the beautiful lake again. Grasses. Look how nice the miscanthus leans in the shade. You don't need it to be tall and upright. Look how beautiful it leans in the shade.
Exactly,
Yeah, that's gorgeous. Oh, okay. And this you just started recently?
Yeah, that was started 2 years ago.
And you just collected moss kind of where you found it and just laid it down and watered it in and you're done. Wow. And the beautiful brickwork in between too. Yeah. I think we're giving everybody way too much and they're panicking because they want to do everything. You got the maidenhair fern, that's beautiful in there.
Yeah. And you see my neighbor's yard here? There's a garden as well.
Oh, this is the continuity to your neighbor?
Yeah.
You got a lucky neighbor.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It's underlaying of Sedum sarmentosum.
It's a perfect place for it.
Yes. Yeah,
this
exactly.
is what it does, yeah.
So
you're not
it's
worried
got
about it
hostas
taking
will
over.
overcover it. They won't compete with hostas.
Yeah,
Hostas
no.
are too tall.
Well,
these hostas were put in fall of 22.
and when was this put in? The whole thing was.
23.
This is 20. This is 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. There's drinking gourd. I know some of the hostas, but I don't know the other 4,000.
This is a plant I got from Roy.
Oh, I got that from
remember
Pete.
this. It used to be
Pete
on
Allen. Yeah,
vertical.
yeah. I got the seed from Pete.
You got that from Pete.
Yeah.
And I asked you, like, how do I get this plant? And you gave me a little nudge and he goes, just go grab some seeds and put them in your pocket.
Just put the seeds in your pocket. That's what I did, and then it's and it's controllable. It's not like taking over everything. It's never left the property except in your hands with some seed.
And the first year, it's a biennial. It's like the first year it does virtually nothing.
Yeah.
You can see some smaller plants that, like this first year, it's just going to be this.
Right. There's foliage, and then next year,
just this smaller plant here.
Mm-hmm.
And the second year is when it goes to seed.
There it is right there.
It is right there.
Towering. And everybody asks, what is that? That's a attention getter in the garden.
Yeah, absolutely.
And nobody takes the time to want to do what you did and actually do something about it.
Yeah.
That's the other cool part. Well, I'll tell you, Case, I think we'll cut it short here.
Oh, okay.
And
all right,
thanks for like too much everything. And if you have questions, let me know, and maybe we'll keep all of you updated on our workshop. You can come out and meet Casey, and he can share the details of everything with you on the 22nd, or not the 20th, in September, late September. And we'll do a YouTube show on his presentation too, to share all that information. All right, thanks everybody. Thanks, Casey.
Everybody.
Thank you.